Hello everybody and welcome back to another reaction video. Today we're looking at Jimmy Carr promises he won't cry all quiz. Big Fat Quiz of the Year 2022. Now, I've not actually seen this, so this is the first time seeing. It's 10 minutes, just over 10 minutes long. It's the Big Fat Quiz that I've not seen because, well, unfortunately this is done at the end of the year, and I usually watch it at Christmas or New Year's, somewhere around that time. But sadly my stepdad passed away on New Year's Eve. Yeah, so I didn't really see this. So yeah, everything that's about to go on here I've not heard before, so yeah, it is a brand new reaction to this one, where some of them are the jokes I've heard, some I've not heard in a long time, but they're still jokes I've heard. But this is the first time I'm seeing any of this, so yeah, let's get straight to it.
Hello and welcome to the Big Fat Quiz of 2022. The quiz that's so big and fat it's been described as brave, real and beautiful. And what a year it's been. We've had a war in Europe, a cost of living crisis and the death of a queen. And those were the highlights. Sadly, the cost of living crisis has affected everyone, which is why we could only afford these guests. Let's meet them. First up, it looks like someone called Geek Squad twice. These two turn the ladies off and then turn them back on again. It's Steve Merchant and Richard Awardi.
We're on a 2-for-1, you only need to call once.
Next up, she's a rose next to a thorn, or as he'd say, a woes next to a fawn. It's Wossy and Woes, Jonathan Ross and Rose Matafao.
For those that don't know, Jonathan Ross can't say his R's. So that's what Jimmy's making fun of there.
Lastly, one's a comedian
she's
whose
American.
material is all killer, the other's a comedian whose face is all filler. It looks like we booked mid-80s.
That's because, and she makes no secret of this, Catherine Ryan has had plastic surgery. And she's quite open about it as well.
It looks like we booked mid-80s Joan Rivers and Lord Farquhar from Shrek. But no, it's Catherine Ryan and Maisie Adams.
Mid-80s Joan Rivers, that was a good look. Lord Farquhar, fuming about it.
Have we got team names? Team names are important.
Well, we realised that we'd been booked, you know, to obviously fulfil some quotas, and our name reflects.
Stephen Merchant is funny, he's brilliant. And he's also been in movies. He was Caliban in the Logan movie. And of course, we know him from Ricky Gervais as well, who's also very funny. Yeah, so he's really funny, he is, and he's been on a few panel shows. He also was in quite a few episodes. I think it's like 2 or 3 episodes of The Big Bang Theory, where he dated Amy for a little bit. Although he was obsessed with Sheldon.
Reflects that.
Something for the mums.
Oh.
Something for the mums is fantastic. I love it.
Right.
I really love it. Rose, Jonathan, what have you gone for name-wise?
We thought about Velvet Surprise.
Velvet Surprise.
Velvet Surprise.
On ITV2 at 9 this Sunday. Maisie, Catherine, what have you got name-wise?
We thought we'd go with a name that sort of reflected where we're both from. So we went with, obviously going with Catherine's Canadian roots and my Yorkshire roots.
I didn't know she was from Yorkshire, Maisie. I didn't know that. I didn't know she was from Yorkshire.
We've gone with maple gravy.
Absolutely love it.
Good, isn't it?
It genuinely sounds like it might be quite nice.
That does sound quite nice, wouldn't it? I'd try that. I'd try that for my. I would try that for my tasting new food and drinks episodes that I do. So yeah, I would actually try that.
You'd try it, wouldn't you? A bit of
I'd
maple
certainly
gravy.
try it. One of the big
Sounds
social
nice.
media trends this year
Maple
was the
gravy.
crying lens on Snapchat,
Yeah.
which you hardly needed in 2022, but it made it look as if you were crying. So let's get Richard on the camera. Let's see if this will work. So there he is. If you smile, could you smile, Richard, for a smile?
I am smiling.
It's pretty good. All right, let's see Steve Merchant here.
Now you see my sex face.
Very, very good, isn't it?
Great.
It's not actually, the technology just shows how you feel on the inside.
You need this, Jimmy, because your face can no longer show emotion. Is that right?
Oh, Rose, you look so beautiful.
I look like I'm accepting an award.
Oh, that's bad.
That's just, all it's done there is Jonathan before makeup. Okay, let's take a look at Maisie.
That's horrible. No, why did it make you... I look like Mr. Potato Head.
Let's see if it will recognise Catherine as a human face.
Oh, nice.
This looks like every Adele video.
It really does, doesn't it?
Jimmy, come on, we're
Oh,
going to
yeah, no, go on, yeah, let's see. I mean, I imagine...
Oh, wow. You look like Shrek when Shrek went human.
Right, I'm not going to do the whole show crying.
Speak for yourself.
This next round is all about sport. The Commonwealth Games took place in Birmingham. It was basically a big sports day for countries we used to oppress. At the Winter Olympics in Beijing, Finnish skier Remi Lindholm suffered a frozen penis in the men's 50-kilometre cross-country. But on the plus side, he went on to win bronze in the women's slalom. Of course, the hardest thing about the 50-kilometre cross-country event is Remi Lindholm's penis. FIFA decided to hold the World Cup in Qatar, presumably because they felt football culture wasn't homophobic and misogynistic enough. Our next round is all about film and television. In June, Charles and Camilla appeared in a special episode of EastEnders. I know it sounds like a weird cameo for the king, but he's a love rat whose ex-wife died in mysterious circumstances. Classic EastEnders. We should stick the drums on the end of that, shouldn't we, really? Piers Morgan launched Piers Morgan Uncensored on Talk TV, and it's true. He could say literally whatever he wanted, because no one was watching. Piers Morgan's first interview was with Donald Trump. I'm not sure why he'd want to be in the same room as one of the most hated men in the world, but Donald did it anyway. In May, ABBA began their concert residency in London. The avatars of the band are so realistic, they even shag each other backstage, marry, divorce, and then hook up with the other ones. You have to know a lot about ABBA for that. The real members of ABBA made their first public appearance together in 14 years at the premiere. Or did they? It's hard to tell. In Spain, Shakira has been accused of tax evasion. To get the truth, you know who they should cross-examine? Her hips. So you know you've got tax problems when I'm making jokes about it. Well, the next round is all about science and technology. Elon Musk bought Twitter for $44 billion. It doesn't matter where you stand on Musk's new Twitter, there's one thing we can all agree on. Elon Musk looks like a giant frog with a sweaty hangover. There was a heat wave in the UK in July, a phenomenon some meteorologists are calling summer. Temperatures went over 40 degrees, setting a new British record for the amount of people moaning on about the weather. There was a spate of NFT thefts this year. If you don't know what NFTs are, think of them as a kind of scam, and the people buying them as sort of fucking idiots.
I don't know
This
what
next
NFT
round is all
is.
about the people who made headlines this year. Gwyneth Paltrow posed nude for her 50th birthday. When my girlfriend saw the photo, she said, I hope I look that good when I'm 50. I said, you don't look that good now. What? You don't fucking know. Peter Kay's live tour tickets sold out in minutes. Many fans complained that after waiting online for hours, when they finally got to the front of the queue, Phil and Holly were already there. This round round is all about the water cooler moments that defined the year. In August, a new craze called quiet quitting became popular. It meant doing the bare minimum required of your job and nothing more. The most famous quiet quitter, of course, was Liz Truss. The Elizabeth line finally opened, so now you can leave central London and in just 50 minutes regret going to Maidenhead. The project went over budget by about £4 billion, but that's OK. Who needs 10 new hospitals when you can get directly from Slough to Romford? Right, so it all comes down to this, the big question, and in honour of Top Gun, the highest-grossing film of the year, please welcome.
I thought they was actually going to have Tom Cruise.
Wow. It's strictly Johannes. It's Johannes, a.k.a. Bravo Foxtrot. It's very nice to have you here. I believe you have a question for us.
Yes, I do.
In 3 parts, right?
In 3 parts. Now, this is it. The first one, I want to know who was the most Googled person in the UK this year?
Google Plus.
5 points if you get it right. Most Googled person.
Google person in 2022.
Then I want the best-selling album of 2022.
Best-selling album of 2022. 5 points for each.
And lastly, I want to know the word of the year according to the Merriam-Webster dictionary.
Great.
So
Didn't
word
know
of the
that was a
year,
thing.
biggest selling album, most Googled person. 5 points for each. Everything could change.
15 points altogether, you get 3
Are
answers
you
right.
comfortable up there? Because it looks like
You know what? Actually, I'm fine.
you're fine. Let's see if it's safe.
Hope it's careful.
What do you mean?
Hope it's safe.
Oh no, I'll be fine.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm fine. I mean, the worst that could happen is you'd fall down. Did you mean you? Oh, Christ, no, I didn't think of that. No.
They're not going to give us the answers. I was hoping they'd give us the answers. Oh, that's a shame. Well, there you go. That's the Jimmy Carr promises he won't quite all quiz, Big Fat Quiz of the Year 2022. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to keep up to date with all future content. I'll leave a link in the description below to my gaming channel. Please go subscribe, like, comment, and all that good stuff. It's all free. How nice of me, eh? And if you've got anything you would like me to watch or react to, then leave a link in the comments below. Thank you very much, and I shall see you in the next one. Goodbye for now, and take care.